The Chicago Sky take on the New York Liberty today in what could be the Sky's biggest test of the early season so far. Me, Stevo, we're going to break it all down, have some fun, talk about it as only we can right after this.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Haize.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to the episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Sky related. I'm the host there, Haize. Stevo is coming or will be joining here in a second, but we got a big game tonight. The Chicago Sky are taking on the New York Liberty tonight. This is a game that the Sky did win this matchup against the New York Liberty in preseason. It was their only preseason win, and a pretty big one at that. They beat the Liberty pretty handedly. Now, you want to assume that preseason success is going to mean regular season success at all. Teams have very different goals and things that they're looking for in the preseason. Stevo, glad to have you, brother. How you feeling about this game coming up tonight, bro?
It's gonna be a tough one. I think a lot of people are gonna look back into that game that we did in the preseason where we completely dominated. But with context with that, of course, that was the first game for the second runner-up championship in the New York Liberty. So they was just getting their shots together. They was just getting back to used to being in basketball shape, this, that, and the third. So I didn't really. Yeah, I took away from the game as a big thing due to us being such a young team, but at the same time, I understood what it was. But this the true test now. They are already listed as one that, if not the best offense in this league. They got buckets all the way around. Not only do they got buckets, they got size and depth. And it's a lot of people that we got to take account for in this team. That's the danger of this team. Like, a lot of people, talk a lot of stuff about them because they didn't change much in the offseason, but you can't take this team lightly because they got 3-level scorers and they are a multitude of them. So it's going to challenge our defense for sure tonight. But it shall be a game to be watched because it's nothing like going against a good offensive team and a feisty defensive young team as well.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a team that competes on both sides of the ball for sure. They are a difficult matchup. They have won their games by an average of 15.5 points over their opponents on average. They're dominating right now. They're 4-0, and so team, like I said, and that's why I said in the intro, I get it. Can't anybody right now be too confident in a preseason win because every team has different things they're looking for and trying to work out. The Liberty are a team that did not need to take the preseason seriously because they are a championship contending team. They know that, right? The Sky had to take the preseason seriously because they're trying to figure out their rotations and things like that. So seeing how the Sky compete in this game is going to be hugely important. And even if the Sky can't pull out a win here, which I'm not going to say that they can't because I'm not going to bet against this team until I see it happen. But listen, they have a lot to look up to be able to fight for. Now, with that said, we do got injury updates that we need to talk about. Isabel Harrison hasn't played yet. She's going to be out in this game as well. And then also Diamond Shields, our second leading scorer, is going to be out in this game also with a foot injury. So
that's tough.
Yeah, that's missing a lot of firepower there for sure. So
that's good. That's a tremendous hit, especially how effortlessly she gets her defense into points. She plays the passing lane. A lot of the time she's the one that breaks our scoring ruts when we not moving the ball, when we're not getting to the rim. She's the one that usually breaks it. So it's gonna be tough. So this is the type of game like we almost have to shoot lights out. Like we can't afford to have a slow start and continue to have spotty offense throughout this game because this is just not a team you go up against. They're fourth in points. So they're cold. Like you got to sit out here and you got to play lights out. This is the type of team you got to play lights out with. So we definitely need a diamond. So all hands on deck today because we down. We down still.
Yeah, and we're defensively, we're gonna have to play extremely sound defense. So we cannot let up defensively. That's gonna lead to hopefully our offense being easier, things like that. We gotta be sound defensively first. And then, like you said, we got to take the efficient shots. We got to get offensive rebounds. We got to run through our offense well. This is going to be a game where Kennedy Carter and Dana Evans shooting is going to be that much more important for this team as well. So, yeah, so it's hugely important in this one, man. We cannot come in this game, and I won't expect the Sky to take this lightly at all. This is against the championship caliber New York Liberty, but the Sky have to defense first. You got to defend. You got to keep them from penetrating as well. And if they get hot shooting from three, man, you got to find a way to be able to match it as much as you can. Can you match the 3-point shooting by the New York Liberty if they get rocking and rolling? Probably not, but you got to find a way to shoot effective enough yourself to keep yourself in this game. You don't want to be shot completely out the game, man.
Yeah. And not only that, they're a good rebounding team as well. They're ranked first in offensive rebounds. So we're gonna have to bang the boards. We're gonna have to box out. We probably gonna have to all man on deck rebounds. Like we almost have to gang rebound when it comes to against a team like that. We got a lot of big bodies we got to go up against tonight. So yeah, like we got to be extremely sharp. This is a team you got to be extremely sharp with. They're 4-0. They undefeated. They're undefeated for the reason. Got the best record in basketball for a reason. So we got to be extremely sharp. And like you said, Dana, people like Michaela, people like Kennedy Carter, your points are very key tonight. We cannot allow you to not be able to put points up. You have to put points up if we're going to have any type of shot of winning this game.
That's a fact. That's a fact. When you look at the defensive side of the ball, well, rebounding wise with the ball, it's really going to come down to Elizabeth Williams, Marina Mabry, and Angel Reese are leading rebounders on this team so far. Who else do you think needs to step up, or who do you expect to step up as well to help bang those boards out tonight?
Michaela bangs the boards. Marina actually brings the boards quite well.
Yeah, second leading rebounder is Marina.
Yeah, as well. So I'm looking at those two. Breonna Turner, just because you if you 6'3" out there, you gotta be out there, be able to get some boards. So Breonna Turner as well. So those are the main people I need to have. They got a gang rebound. Like, I don't care if y'all knocking each other over to get the rebound. That's the type of game where you got to do it because they gonna do it as well.
Yeah, they're not gonna let up any as far as the rebounding side of the ball. Point guard play is something me and you've talked about a lot in a game like this. Defensively is going to be hugely important in this game. They got their guard rotation is extremely deep. When you look at us having Dana Evans, Kennedy Carter, Marina Mabry in that guard rotation, and Lindsey Allen, of course. How do you think they could fare against that New York Liberty rotation?
It depends on your thought process of how you're going to do it, because me thinking and coming into this game, the first person coming in I say should start the game is Lindsey Allen. I want somebody. We're going against one of the best point guards in WNBA history, and Courtney Vandersloot. Not only can she score, she's smart, and I need somebody just that can play defense and is just as smart as her. And I think out of all 3 point guards, Lindsey Allen is the pass first, and with the IQ is the smartest player out there. So if it's me, I'm starting her out there, and I think because of what she's been doing, especially her attitude coming in this season, it will lead a better role for even Kennedy and Dana to come off the bench to spark a lot of good shots.
Yeah. And bench production is going to be a huge thing in this one as well. Like I know we haven't had the best bench production overall, but Kennedy Carter is an important part, especially scoring the ball off that bench. And Kennedy's she's been such a good energy player for the Chicago Sky team as well. Highly important to that. Only averaging 8 points per game, but we know, one of those games she got knocked in the face and missed some time, was never quite the same after that. Let's hope, she's going to be hugely important because Diamond's out. We're missing Diamond with her 15 points per game, so we're going to need a player like Kennedy to definitely step up in a game like this. And Kennedy's somebody who I love her game. Like, it seems like she's rediscovered the fun of the game, and that's been really refreshing to see so far in this season. A season where I know she's coming back to prove herself, things like that. But Kennedy Carter rediscovering the fun aspect of it, I think it's brought the best out of her, and in a lot of ways this team as well.
Yeah, you got to have those dogs on your team. You got to have those edgy players that got a little bit more something to fight for compared to everybody else, and she's that player. Like we talked about countless of her history, her being a former 4th pick, her averaging 17 points in a rookie year. Like, we know what she did at Texas A&M. She's been one of those players, and she's kind of been one of those players you look back and you like, dang, how did she get to this point? But she's not looking at it that way. She's looking at it like it's a breath of fresh air. It's a new opportunity, a new spot where I can do what I want to do. And she's for the most part, she's been living up to it, and she's probably gonna have even more of an impactful role, especially in this game with Diamond being out, because she can fill in. If we're talking about anybody that plays like Diamond, it's her. She's a smaller version of her. So I think they're going to look at her a lot. She might be challenged a lot tonight. So this type of game you want to challenge her in to see what she made of.
With Diamond out, also, this is going to open up potentially more minutes. I was going to say for Haize now, if Michaela's playing well, I think Coach Spoon is gonna play Michaela more minutes first. But Haize and her the ability that she hasn't gotten to flash a lot in WNBA level. Do you think Haize gets a big opportunity to kind of earn some minutes in a game like this with Diamond out, or do you think Coach Spoon is going to kind of double down and just give Brianna and Michaela a little bit more minutes out there?
Yeah, with this team, I just don't see, unless she comes in and just gets on fire in case she put us in that rotation. But like for the most part, I think she's just gonna throw out who she's more comfortable with, which is those two bigs out there, and Brianna and Michaela, because we're not going up against a little team. Their bench is big as well. So I don't know. I don't think this is the game you want to give her that opportunity yet.
I agree with that 100%. When you look at the on the opposite side of the ball at the New York Liberty, Stevo, John Quayle, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, Courtney Vandersloot, Lainey Hamilton, who's been balling for them at the start of the season as well. She's been killing it. Yeah,
she my favorite player on that damn team.
Hey man, listen, she's a fun player to watch for sure, man. I love it too, like because she's also one of those players that when you look at her, you wouldn't expect her to be as physical as what she is, because she's lanky in a lot of ways. But take her for granted if you want to. She would throw an elbow in your neck real quick, bro. But
she don't get tired.
That's true too. Like
she don't get tired. She on your ass from whistle to whistle. She don't get tired. She don't give a fuck.
Yeah, she's leading that team in minutes played too. So yeah, do not get tired part is good call out there. Who do you think is who you worried about giving the Sky the most problems tonight? Matchup wise,
it's really her, because Diamond was that person that was gonna stick her, and that was the only person that could be just as physical. The way Benaj has been playing this year, she been working on her game, because if you know anything about her story, she was not this skilled. Like she to the point where she's become a legitimate shot creator. She could create her own shot. She got a solid enough handle where she could stop on a dime, pull it in your face, sidestep, all that in her arsenal. So alongside with that, she loves to play defense. Keyword, she loves to play defense.
Yeah,
that's the one person I'm worried about getting off. I understand you got John Quayle, the former MVP, and your current MVP and Brianna Stewart. They can go off as well too. But it's always, especially with Chicago's team, is that one player you least expect. And for the most part this season, it's been her. She been killing.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, and she's a monster. She's a matchup monster. She's such a smart player. Like in what you look at, like you said, the fact that she's always on go. She never stops at all. Like that's a player you got to look out for, especially at her size, at being 6 foot, playing out on that wing some. That could be definitely dangerous there.
And a vet. A real vet. 8 years into the league, she knows all the nicks and crannies when it comes to this league. Like that's the one thing about this team. It's very mature. It's very, very mature, and a lot of them has been in a lot of experience. So like, don't be surprised if this is a welcome to the NBA type of game moment, because this team, they gunning for something, and they gunning for something. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is a Liberty team that, simply put, is here competing. They're for a title. That's it. They're not taking anybody lightly. You saw what they did last year, bro. Like the Liberty last year at a large parts of last season were a better team than the Las Vegas Aces during the regular season. They just were. They were more consistent defensively than the Las Vegas Aces were at times last year. They had that offense they had days where they just went the hell off. So this is a team, I think they learned a lot as a team, because they have kept that team so much the same. They've learned a lot, and they ain't taking no prisoners this year, bro. None. Period.
None. They hear the whispers. They hear what everybody
Yeah,
talking. They hear everybody talk about they believe in the coach and everything. They hear all that. So,
yeah,
and they looking down the road. Like there's a lot of teams that's looking at them. Connecticut looking at them. Dallas is looking at them.
mhm.
Atlanta is looking at them. So they realize like they can't come to play this year. Like these teams are progressively getting good around them. So they got to keep it up too. Especially if you're gonna keep the team exactly the fucking same.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you bet on continuity. This is the type of team that needs to have that bet that the better continuity makes sense. And they coming right in firing on all cylinders so far this season. So yeah, we got to keep it going. I know people want to hear us talk about Angel. I get it. She's the story and things like that. What do you expect from Angel in this game, Stevo?
I mean, for the most part, for every single game is gonna be the same thing. I'm expecting Angel to be Angel. I'm not. I really expecting any type of anything out of her body. Like, of course, that could happen, but especially against this team, I I just want to focus on. I want her to focus on not getting into foul trouble. She can't afford to get
Good
into
point.
foul trouble against a team like now. So
Mm,
right now, this is type of game. I just want her like I do, fight hard, get rebounds, get to the line, make your free throws, and play smarter.
yeah. Yeah, and the free throw thing is the aspect that I want to see the most from her for sure.
Yeah.
Is the free throw? She's gonna get to the free throw line, especially in a game like this that shapes up to get to be physical, especially down low with the bigs, things like that. If she can hit her free throws at a better clip overall, that's gonna give her a couple more points a game. Which
Mhm.
I'm not necessarily with Angel. I get it. The averages are the averages. She's doing good. 11 and a half points per game, 8.5 rebounds per game, 6 of those being offensive rebounds. She's leading the league in offensive rebounds. But we know the type of player Angel is. It's not just about the stats that you put up, right? It's how she puts the imprint on the game, getting the timely steals, the timely rebounds, things like that, and how physical she can get and deter people at the rim. That's all we need to do. She can shoot a much better free throw percentage than what she shot so far. The 46%, that's not indicative of what we expect for her. And she's getting
Right.
to the free throw line 7.5 times per game out the 2 games so far. You get a better average on that,
For a rookie,
she's gonna
that's
be good.
crazy.
Yeah, she's gonna be okay. She's gonna be okay there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, but in the back of my head, I'm also thinking like, okay, she showed her moxie against them in the preseason. I won't be surprised if Jaquil got something for her ass today. I really won't. I won't be surprised if Brianna ain't coming like, all right. Like they're like I said, once again, this team is 4-0.
Yeah.
They've been on that since go. So like
We
now
already
they
saw
got
what they
more
did in 2
games.
games to Caitlin. Like
Exactly. They got more games than us. They've been playing more than us. They more sharper. So like that's why I say we have to be extremely sharp this game. Marina got to be coming in open. You can't score no damn 2 points at halftime like you did last game.
yeah, Marina is and she is balancing getting to the point of learn. Like there are going to be times where Marina is the offense for the Chicago Sky. That doesn't mean she's always going to be scoring. That's not what I mean. But like the focal point of the offense, as far as like getting other players open via how teams have to guard you and things like that. So Marina is in that same adjustment that we had to see Kalia go through last season, where she went from being a damn good player on a deep team to being the star player. And that's a lot what Marina's doing now, especially when you have rookies learning the game and adapting things like that. She's going to be hugely important to that. So yeah, we got to see that continue as well. By the way, hey, this is a channel that, so she's been in here and Quita Loves Sports. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. I checked out her channel. Great content there. We got to collab at some point. If y'all in for general WNBA content, the best WNBA channel I have ever seen on YouTube by far. Period.
And he don't say shit about nobody.
I don't like a lot of, so people think because I'm on YouTube it means I like a lot of YouTubers. I don't. I spent no lie. I was cooking one day. I probably spent about 2 hours just watching her channel's content. Great content there. So major love and props to her. Y'all go and check her out. If you're a WNBA fan and you don't check out her, you got it. I was sleep. I ain't sleep no more. I'm woke. Y'all make sure y'all go and check her out. She's amazing, utterly amazing. So, but yeah, had to spend some time on that one, man. I love shouting out creators I genuinely rock with, and she's one that I genuinely rock with now, bro. Like I got notifications on. Is all I can say. So there you
Ooh, yeah, I just subscribed.
Yeah, I got
subscribed.
notifications on, man. Great content, man. Great content. But yeah, other than that, general thought. Any other general thoughts, Steve-O?
I ain't gonna lie. I wish Camilla was here, bro. This is
Man, we listen. A little over a week, bro. A little over a week.
oh my
She's gonna
god.
be back on the ESPN game against the Indiana Fever. I can't wait to see Camilla on this team, man. I can't wait to see her on this team.
Hey, the firestorm that's gonna happen. Because I'm gonna say it with 100% confidence, and I want y'all to look me in my eye. Indiana, y'all ain't fucking ready. Y'all not fucking ready. We got 2 dragons down low that you not even ready about. Then we got 3 pit bulls coming off the bench. You not
Hopefully
ready.
Izzy's
dog.
back by then, man. It's so crazy that Isabel Harrison has not suited up at all this season, and she looked good in
She
Athletes
look
Unlimited.
great.
Yeah, man, it's
She even
crazy.
look great in the preseason. Like, bro, she came in the game pulling. First shot. I said, oh my god. And we get she's the reason why I think a lot of people came into this season saying like we wasn't going to be that good because they seen a team in a year without Izzy. I think a lot of people forgot what Izzy did before she got hurt. If we want to talk about Satu, she was Satu before Satu.
That's crazy. Hey.
And if she didn't get traded here, who's to say that Satu would have became Satu?
That's a great point. I mean, Izzy dropped 41 points in the Athletes Unlimited game. We have not seen her yet. We need her scoring off the bench. We need her rim protection off the bench, man. You're talking about adding, and then at that point, if Camilla comes back, I don't know if they're going to start her right away or not. You know, sometimes with injury, you allow a player to come off the bench a little bit, acclimate. But regardless, when she's back and in that starting lineup, and you got Isabel Harrison and Elizabeth Williams coming off the bench,
that's a legit 6'3", 6'4" stretch.
That's crazy, man.
Stretch. She's stretching the floor.
Yeah.
So now there's still, I would still say, compared to like the NBA, there's still not a lot of 4s and 5s that can defend a lot of stretches. That's why people like Angel, Brianna, that's why they're killing. She get back healthy. All right. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all ain't ready for it.
Yeah. Definitely excited about that. Definitely excited about getting Camilla back as well. Like, we're a little over a week, y'all. I know everybody's ready to see Camilla kill on the court. It's coming. I get it. I get the anxiety, the anxiousness, because I am anxious as well to get to see these 2 young queens dominate together. I'm so ready to see it, man. So ready to see it.
They ain't ready for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. The future of the sky is bright, man, and that's why, you know. And I talked about that a little bit on the episode I did without you, Steve-O. Is just that, yeah, the people who came in here doubting the sky. Not that I don't understand the doubt. I understand when you have this much newness. You got a new GM, a new head coach. Most of your roster's new. All those things going on. You're not gonna vote that team to be one of the better teams in the WNBA. But for people who look at this team and look at the talent and think that this is going to be a team that's not going to be able to win basketball games, they got another thing coming this season. I truly feel confident in that. And I love the spirit of these ladies on this team as well. Like, this is a Sky team that not only seems like they legitimately enjoyed. I've seen more of these Sky players together outside the game of basketball than what I've seen in the last couple of years. But then they also have chemistry on the court together. This is gonna be a fun season, man. It's definitely gonna be.
But that's the thing, like, bro, like when you gotta come in and look at this team, like, we had good bones. We got real good bones. Like, you even look like with even the whole revamp of the coaching staff, we got ballers that former ball. Like, Crystal Robinson is an assistant coach. For those who don't know, that's a champion.
Yeah,
she hooped in the league for years. Ty Young, everybody should know who Ty Young is. We drafted her. So, like, on top of that, we just got this is an organization. Even though, yeah, everything looked new, it was a foundation of good bones. They set it up right from our GM Jeff to our head coach Spoon, all our assistant coaches, our training staff, to the team, and then you actually had a vision and the vision came to life exactly how you wanted it. And then you, on top of that, you got the people that you signed that most of us didn't even think was even a viable option. On top of that, let us get healthy. We one of the deepest teams in the league for sure.
Yeah, I worded it on the last episode. It's depth, defense, and chemistry. Those three things is what's gonna make this team such. Once everybody's fully healthy, we're rock and rolling, and we're getting on it. It's gonna be it's gonna be fun to watch. Definitely fun to watch, man. And Coach Spoon is doing a really good job, man. And there was more doubt, I think, around Coach Spoon too than what I realized, because I just looked at the hires being such a great hire. But I mean, your first time head coach, there's gonna be some doubts there. But listen, the way that she has gotten these ladies all on the same page in a relatively short amount of time, we don't talk enough about how the not only we do talk about the short turnaround from the end of the NCAA tournament to the WNBA draft to the start of the WNBA season, but also in there, people missing too, training camp. WNBA has the shortest training camp of any major professional sport, period. And
like a week and a half.
And to be able to have that quick of a turnaround time while you're incorporating rookies, 2 major rookies to your team, right? Incorporating so many new faces to this team, trying to figure out your play style, all that stuff, and to have these ladies as ready to go and on the same page as they have, it's been a masterful job. Now, once we get everybody back healthy, everybody can just focus on the thing that matters the most, winning. Let's get these dubs, man. That's it. Let's get these dubs.
And them dubs definitely going to be coming for sure.
Yeah, they're coming. Yeah, we've already seen proof that it can, and kind of 2 games in, we got a lot of games left to play. 38 games still left on the season. We got a lot ahead of us, man, and this is gonna be a fun season. We're gonna be here to cover it all.
Something?
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta speak on something because he kind of got on my damn nerve.
Charles
Barkley and LeBron, shut the hell up.
Bro, listen.
Shut the fuck up, because I'm sick of y'all.
You always cursing, bro.
They pissing me off.
One. How you always cursing?
Because that's like, hey. If you look at anything in the Bible, he had murderers, cussers, or he had them all. But still, they got on my nerve because I'm sick of this whole thing. Like you got commentator Colin Cowherd talking about they gave Caitlin the most difficult schedule. I scheduled it easy. Why y'all acting like if the way y'all talk about somebody is not going to be a representative of what they do, and if it don't work and they get backlash on it, oh, now y'all too hard.
Here's the thing. People Charles Barkley needs to realize this. Barkley, you don't even know who half the damn NBA players. Every time you didn't know who a 6th man of the year was. It's not like it was just some back end of the bench player. Like, this is the thing. I get it that the WNBA has more eyes on it than ever before, and I appreciate that. We welcome everybody in here. We gotta, but the people who are only doing this for the trends or whatever, they do gotta learn, frankly, to shut the fuck up. And Charles Barkley is one of those people. To say that they're picking on Caitlin Clark, this is professional sports. You would never say that about a man in the NBA. Never. Then on top of that, did you see what Tierra McNown did to Angel Reese in the first game? Did you see that? Did you see how physical that was? And you saying Caitlin Clark's getting picked on? Hold on. Let me stop my rant. We saw something. We all family here. Dee says she lost her dad today. Dee, prayers up to you.
Damn.
Yeah, like I couldn't even imagine. Yeah, so prayers up to you and your family. We're glad that you came through with us to support, but first and foremost, prayers to you and your family. And I know people say this and don't mean anything, but I mean this. Our handle is at Chicago Sky Pod. If you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to us at all. That's real talk. That's not just hyperbole there. Please, if you need anything, reach out to us. That's for real. But to get back on that, like Charles Barkley really just got to shut the hell up. Charles got to shut the hell up. And LeBron, listen, LeBron, LeBron pisses me off because LeBron is the biggest faker and all. Like, and don't get me wrong, I think he has legitimately supported the W over the years. But LeBron, this is the same man who was on national TV brushing his hair when you're bald. We all know you bald. What was you brushing, my boy? Stop. You just got to stop. You got to stop, bro. Like, you got to cut it out. Like LeBron is one of the biggest front runners in all the sports, and I get it. He's great and all that stuff, but LeBron, sometimes you got to shut the fuck up too.
And he the main one that nobody's holding him accountable, because the fact you sitting here trying to compare what she's going through in Bronny. First of all, all this Bronny shit is you're doing. You the one that came out on God's internet and said, "Oh, Bronny could play against the NBA starter. NBA play is on the Lakers right now."
Yeah.
Now everybody's seeing his ass not that good. Oh, why we not letting him be a kid, bro? You put the spotlight on him. Don't sit here try to change the subject now. Nobody picking O'Kaylin Clark. We told y'all she's not gonna come in and dominate. Y'all said we was hating. We said, all right. Then the game started. Now she getting her ass whooped. But now we hate. Now we picking on her. No, stop casting such a hard shadow on people. And then when y'all wrong, then y'all talking about fuck out of here, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sick of them, bro. They not genuine. I can't stand not genuine people. Y'all be lying.
I mean, this is the same dude gets on there and tries to lip sync songs that he doesn't know and fakes the words, bro. Like, it's just LeBron just as a basketball player, LeBron accomplished things. As an activist, I got to give LeBron his things too. But as a man, sometimes you just got to question what LeBron's morals is sometimes with stuff, bro. Like, he is just a goofy, bro. Yeah,
like that's just one thing I came down to. I love LeBron, but to the core of LeBron is a goofy. He just a goofy. Him and Drake. You just look at them, you just be like, you just do some goofy shit.
Yeah, I
can't explain it. Like everything,
shit, bro. Like
everything he does make me cringe. The shit he posts, shut up.
Yeah, man.
That's all I want to say.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get up out of here. Get ready to watch this game, y'all. There will be a live call today. You gonna be on with C-Dub, Stevo?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
C-Dub and Stevo will be on the live call. It's not necessarily my skill set. I may pop in around the second quarter and beginning of the third quarter like I tend to do, but y'all make sure y'all support them on the live call, guys. We appreciate you guys so much for everything that you do as far as supporting the channel and everything like that. And as you guys can tell, we're not your normal sports coverage channel. If you guys have either followed our other shows in Chicago Bulls Central or Chicago Bears Central, you know we're not wound too tight, but that's fine. You love us for it anyway, man. We love you guys. Go Sky. Let's get this done.